Hello everyone, welcome to this video that I'll try to keep as short as possible. My name is Pascal Difo, and as you know, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an investment advisor. I'm just an independent community builder for the HyperNation. So what I'm trying to tell you tonight is basically some updates on the projects that we all love and cherish. So allow me to share my screen so we can start. All right, so let's share some updates from the HyperNation. So many people keep asking me, how come I'm not making, as many new videos on HyperNation as I used to? But the truth is, I'm actually making video. I do make video, not just the type of video they want, not just the video they want, because the video everybody is expecting, or most of them at least, is a video that telling them when they're going to get their 1x withdrawal possible. I can tell them that answer. I cannot give them that information if I don't have it. I don't make videos just for the sake of getting some views on YouTube. I make video when I think I have something to say, when I have clear and right information to share. So if I don't have an information to share on Hyperverse, I can't make the video. So, but for those who are with me on HyperNation, I've been making videos whenever I have the right information to share. And I kept telling everybody, waiting for the 1x from Hyperverse does not prevent you from being on the does not prevent you from being on HyperNation. You could do both. You could do both. I know many will give me the argument that, yeah, but I want to make sure, if I'm not getting the money on, from Hyperverse, how do I know I'm not going to lose my money on HyperNation too? I'm pretty sure you lost money before, and I'm pretty sure you are still out there trying to try other stuff. So we'll see on the next slide why I think, at least for myself, because that's what I did, that's the thought process I had before deciding to join HyperNation. So let's start with a small comparison of Hypertech Group versus Luna and FTX. We all know about the Luna, the Terra Luna, right? We all know the disaster it caused when it went down, and all the other companies that it took down with them. We know about three Arrow Capitals. We know about Voyager. We know about Celsius, just to name a few. Now we are deep within the FTX disaster as well. Nobody could have thought that FTX could go down, right? I'm pretty sure those who were investing on FTX were sure that that was the best investment of their life. After all, FTX was the #2 trading exchange or crypto trading exchange in the world, and yet it went down in a matter of days. Now, if I have to compare between Hypertech Group and the Luna or FTX project, the first fact is that the other two, Luna and FTX, are gone. Hypertech Group is still here. Hypertech Group is still here. Whether we like it or not, that's the truth. They're still here. And if you actually look back, you'll see that from the beginning in 2019, when they started as Hyper Capital, then going through Hyperfund, Hyperverse, to now becoming HyperNation, they have been evolving. So the blockchain and the crypto industry is such a fast-growing technology, fast-growing industry, that you have to be able to adapt. Because as we saw with Luna and FTX, one single mistake could actually wipe out the work and the hard work of a lifetime. And we see that again with FTX. So you have to be able to adapt. Sometimes it means making harsh decisions. The difference now between Hypertech Group and the Luna and FTX is that Hypertech Group is still around, and they promise that they have a plan. They have a plan that they promise to implement within 2 to 6 months. We are still within the 6 months that they promise, and we are actually starting to see things coming. After all, they need a community. It doesn't matter how good the product and everything is, if they don't have a community to support it, it's just as good as nothing. So they need the community, and they understand that. They communicate better on, things around the HyperNation. The HyperNation is, yes, different from the Hyperverse, but it is just an evolution into something bigger. And when you actually look at all the advertising and all the commercial they do in places where, advertising, posting a billboard is actually extremely expensive, you know that they're not in this thing for, a quick buck and see you later. They're in it for at least, mid to long-term goals, because the metaverse, the Web 3.0 is the future, and they want to be part of that future. They want to be part of that future with you and I. I'm already in. I don't know about you. You may choose to remain on the sideline and wait for whenever 1X is going to show up. That's your decision, and I can't force you. After all, you putting your hard-earned money in it, not mine, so I cannot tell you what to do. So for me, again, the Hypertech Group is still around. The others, not just these two, Luna and FTX, but also all the other projects where we lost money, are gone. I sometimes have the feeling that we are even more harsh than those who try to stay back and work with us compared to those who hurt us and disappeared altogether. That is the feeling I have, because I feel like we're not even giving them a chance to gain our trust back. We're not. But anyway, so let's move to the next slide. The next slide is about the Hyperverse recovery plan. We've all been waiting for this recovery plan because, it was promised within 2 to 6 months. If we're honest, we are still within that 2 to 6 months, right? So, and we've seen things coming, maybe not at the pace that we would like it to be, but we've seen things coming. The hyper bond was actually the first phase of that recovery plan already being, displayed. There are other phases that are gonna join that first phase. And the next phase is the hypercosmos. When you log into your Hyperverse account, you are welcomed with this picture on the right of the screen, right? Which is the hypercosmos. I don't know what it is. I don't have any details, but what I know, or what I think it is probably a version of a metaverse, one version of the metaverse that they want people to discover. So this is the next phase. It is not the recovery plan. It is the next phase. It is the next part of the recovery plan. How it's going to work, how people are going to make money from here, maybe using the hyperbond, I don't know. I cannot talk about things I don't know. So I'll be waiting to hear more information at a meeting that we have probably tomorrow. I remember, yes, I got an invitation as a node. As you know, I'm a node. So I got an invitation for tomorrow for a meeting where they're probably going to explain a few things based on the next phase that is coming our way. So, and Hypercosmos is part of that recovery plan. Now let's talk about contribution points. We've been talking about contribution points. We've been guessing how people can actually earn contribution points, because if you remember, in the current version of the project, the HyperNation presentation, they said contribution point could be earned by logging into your account daily, participating in the events that they organize, liking whatever they post online, in the social media and sharing it, and amongst other things. The only thing, to be honest, that was very clear and 100% understood by everybody is you get contribution points when you log into your account daily. For the rest, nobody really knew how it was going to be implemented. Guess what? Now we have a better idea. If you remember, just a few days ago on November 8th, we had the global event Circle of Convergence. Those who was which was full of very good information on where HyperNation is going, right? Because for those who are in there and who are following what's going on, it gave us a great idea of where the project is going, and the project is huge. The project is truly big. Anyway, what I'm getting at is anybody who was connected to the Circle of Convergence got a code that then they could use in their account to claim additional contribution points. You remember, we're wondering, how are they going to give us contribution point when we attend the event? Well, that was an event, and those who attended were able to earn additional contribution points. On the right-hand side, we have the November destinations. So these are pretty much countries where the HyperNation will be advertising. They'll be posting huge billboards for, their own advertising, for, to make sure people get to know them, to make sure it raises conversation so that people, try to know more, and who knows, become a citizen of the HyperNation. So on this picture, for example, it shows Germany, Canada, the UK, the USA, and India, but Italy was also part of it. So, and you probably saw, if you took the chance to travel, you probably, if you were in India, maybe it's actually still there. As you can see, the date is from the 11th of November till the 17th. So tomorrow, you still have a chance to go and take a selfie next to the billboard, and it will earn you some contribution point. In Germany, it is, so in India, it was in Mumbai and Delhi. In Germany, it is in Berlin. In the United States, it is in Washington, D.C. In Toronto, it's going to be, I believe, from the 14th to the 20th. It's going to be in Toronto. It's going to be in Toronto. But the actual place is, I believe, next to Dundas Square, which is one of the biggest place in Toronto. So if you want to take a picture, I'll try my best to visit the place and take a picture with one of the billboard myself, because, hey, I want contribution points, because I'm planning on moving up the ranks, V1, V2, V3, and so on, right? So this is how you earn those points, those contribution points. So usually it's just a matter of time. The first time you hear an information, it's not always clicking right away, because you only got a partial information. So if you give it time, eventually you will get more pieces of that information that will make it a whole and be more understandable for everybody. Now, what is coming soon next? What is coming next? Well, the HyperNation, as you know, they're trying to build a fair nation. They are building the blocks for a better world, for a better future for all of us. And one of those building blocks is a hyper yield aggregator. So what is a hyper yield aggregator? You can link it to liquid farming. What is liquid farming? Liquid farming is pretty much, when you acquire a certain token or cryptocurrency and then stake it. Now, why would you do that? You buy it, you stake it, meaning you hold on to it. If the more the people do that, the higher the value of that particular token or cryptocurrency increases. And when you do that with the goal of farming liquidity, you get rewarded with the token, either the same token or a different token. Now, the more you get that token, the more value you get, right? Because your quantity of the token increases, and The more people hold it, the more the value increase, and the more token you have, the more money you have. So that's pretty much how it works with liquidity mining. We will definitely get more information on the topic as the time goes by. And you probably saw this because I posted it. You probably saw it in the group, of course. That is for those who read about the projects that they're on. Unfortunately, many of you don't. And then you're surprised why your things don't work because you don't pay attention. You don't nurture your stuff. You don't take care of the stuff where you put your hard-earned money, and you should, right? So basically, this message we got today is saying, "Dear citizen of the HyperNation, we hear you. Finally, the wait ends here. The HyperNation is unfolding a few highly anticipated updates that would certainly brighten your days. To hype it up, Booster Marketplace would be the first good news in a row. As we all know, all citizens receive contribution points, which could be very useful in future undertakings of the HyperNation. So this Booster Marketplace is slated to launch on 17th of November, which is just in a few hours. It's launching at 0100, which is in about 2 hours from now, or maybe less. So along with this marketplace, the HyperNation will be welcoming non-HOS owners to join our close-knit community via the Booster Marketplace, which will be open to the public. There will be fantastic welfare awaiting everyone. Stay tuned. So now, basically what they're saying here is that with the launch of this Booster Marketplace that they're going to have tomorrow on the 17th, they're basically opening the nation to non-HOS. Now, if you got your HOS, good for you. I guess there will be some additional reward for, there will be a difference between those who own an HOS and those who don't. And keep in mind, your HOS is an NFT. So basically, it can gain value on top of whatever other rewards you get from being a member of the HyperNation, like the education, right? Because you get college or university level education on the blockchain and cryptocurrency, right? On top of the daily rewards that you get, plus your exposure to other projects like the GameFi and this liquidity mining that they're about to start. So happiness is multiplied when shared. Together, we grow a sizable, contented community as we march forward on the journey of eradicating poverty. So feel your adrenaline pump already. Be ready, and it's all coming your way. Carpe diem. All right. So this was sent today. Now, considering that we have this event, this big Booster Marketplace starting tomorrow, I kind of suspect that we're going to be getting another email, another communication from the HyperNation that we'll be sharing with you, of course, and that will be providing additional details on this very important event. So stay tuned, as they said, and then we'll find out together. So pretty much this is all I wanted to share with you today or tonight. It's actually night here. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment under this video. And as soon as I know more, I will share. All right. Stay tuned. Thanks. Bye.